Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So I watched the latest movie from the DC. So I watched The Flash, the 2023 film. So let's start with the review. So The Flash is a 2023 American superhero film based on the DC Comics character of the same name, produced by Warner Brothers Pictures, DC Studios, Double Dream, and the Disco Factory, and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. It is the 13th installment in the DC Extended Universe, DC EU. The film was directed by Andy Muschietti from a screenplay by Christian Hudson, based on a story by Joby Harold, and the writing team of John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein. It stars Ezra Miller as Barry Allen as the Flash, alongside Sasha Kali. She plays the Supergirl in the film. You have Michael Shannon returning as the General Zod, Ron Livingston. We have Marabel Verdu, Kingsley Clemens, Andrew Travel, and Michael Keaton. The return of Michael Keaton in the film as the Cape Crusader himself, Batman. So in the film, Barry travels back in time to prevent his mother's death, which brings unintended consequences. So the story for the Flash, the plot: after helping Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Diana Prince, Wonder Woman makes an appearance in this film. Gal Gadot. So Wonder Woman stops a robbery in Gotham City. Barry Allen revisits his childhood home, where he lived with his parents, Nora and Henry, before Henry wrongfully imprisoned for Nora's murder. On the day of her death, Nora sent Henry to the grocery store for a can of tomatoes that she forgot to buy, leaving her alone in the kitchen, resulting of her being killed by an accidentally by unidentified assistant. Overcome by emotions, Barry accidentally used the speed force to a force from a chrono ball and travels back in time earlier in the day. Despite Bruce's warnings of time travel's unintended consequences, Barry time travels and places the can of tomatoes in Nora's cart as the store, so that his father will not have to leave the house. As he returns to the present, Barry is knocked out of the cannonball by an unknown speedster and spins a 2013 where Nora is alive. He encourages his parents, his past self, 20, and realizes that this is the day of originally obtained his powers. In order to make sure his past self gains superpowers, the two bodies go to the central city. So we have the double role of the two bodies, Ezre Miller. In order to make sure his past self gains his power, the two bodies go to the central city police department, where Barry reacts the events for 2013 Barry to be struck by lightning. Both end up getting struck by the lightning, giving 2013 Barry struggles to train 2013 Barry on properly using his powers. They learn that General Zod is preparing to invade Earth in fact to fight Zod. The Barrys attempt to assemble the Justice League but are unsuccessful in the timeline. They cannot locate Diana. Victor Stone has not gained his abilities yet, and Arthur Curry was never born. They travel to Wayne Manor, hoping to find Bruce, but instead find an alternate variant who has long retired. So Bruce theories, theories that using time travel to alter history affects events both prior to the and after the alternative. Kal-El, Superman. The Barry and Batman locate a Kryptonian pod discovered in Syria. Upon arrival, they in Steer find Kal-El's cousin, Kara Zor-El, imprisoned in the facility. They rescue Kara and return to Wayne Mansion. Barry realizes Bruce's help to regain his power once more. The first two attempts fail, prompting Kara to fly Barry into a storm, where he regains his powers. Kara and Batman join the Barrys to fight Zod and his forces. During the battle, Kara learns that Zod had interrupted Kal-El's escape pod and killed him in the process, and rating the codex needed to repatriate the Kryptonian species. The codex actually within Kara's Zod subdues and kills her, then extracts the codex from her blood, destroys Zoe's ship, kills her, extracts the codex and her blood. Meanwhile, Batman sacrifices himself in an unsuccessful attempt to destroy Zoe's ship. The Barrys repeatedly time travel to save Batman and Kara but keep failing. Barry realizes that this sequence of events cannot be changed. But 2013, Barry keeps trying. As 2013, Barry travels the multiverse, starts to implode. The unknown speedster, who's intentionally knocked Barry out of the Speed Force, returns and is revealed to be an older future version of 2013 Barry, who still believes he can defeat Zod and save the Earth. He becomes angry when Barry reveals his intention to reverse the changes he made to the timeline by letting Nora die. The elder 2013 Barry attempts to kill Barry but instead impales young 2013 Barry, who sacrifices himself to save Barry and wipe his future self from the timeline. Barry rewrites the timeline and comes to terms with his mother's death. However, he stubbornly alters the past by moving the tomato cans to a higher shelf. Returning to the present day, Barry attends Henry's court hearing, where the security footage reveals Henry looking to be grab the tomato can, allowing for his exoneration. After returning to the present, Barry is contacted by Bruce, whose appearance has changed once again, resulting of the timeline. He appeared as George Clooney at the end. Yeah, which it was a surprise to see him. And he said, "You are Bruce?" I said, "Yeah." "Wake up," he says to Barry, because his appearance changed, become George Clooney. Yeah, he has the old Superman as well. Christopher Reeve and the Supergirl cameos in that in the film. We had the Wonder Woman cameo as well in the start. We have the Ben Affleck's Batman as well. and we had Michael Keaton's Batman version of the film in the film as well. So yeah, after returning to the present, Barry is convinced to Bruce, whose opinions has changed once again, result of the timeline alternation. Like I said, I love the film. I like the film. Good to see the legend returning on the screen. Michael Keaton as the Cape Crusader Bruce Wayne. It was fantastic to see the guy from the 1989 Batman. Was my favorite of all time, and Batman Returns. Yeah, good to see Michael Keaton, the legend, returning in this the Flash movie. Yeah, I liked it. So development of the film based on the Flash began in the late 1980s with multiple writers and directors attached to the product project through 2014. The film was then redeveloped as a part of the DCEU with Miller cast as the title character. Multiple directors were attached to the film over the following years with Seth Graham Smith, Rick Familiar, if I pronounced it correctly, and the duo of Daly and Goldstein, and departing the project over creative difference, miscatration, and Hodgson joined the film in July 2019, and pre-production began in January the year 2020. The film is influenced by the comic book storyline Flashpoint in 2011, featuring other DC characters such as Kala's Supergirl, and both Ben Affleck's and Michael Keaton's version of the Batman. Principal photography book place from April to October 2021 at Warner Brothers Studios, Livingston, and location around the United Kingdom. The Flash premiered at Grammer's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles in June 12, 2023, and the United States film was released on the June 2023, June 16, and has received and in June 2016. 2020. Following the multiple delays caused by director changes to COVID-19 pandemic, post-production setbacks, and controversies surrounding Miller, the film received mixed reviews from critics who praised its humor, action sequences, and performances, but criticized the third act and visual effects. The film grossed 2.70.6 million worldwide, becoming becoming one of the biggest box office bombs of all time, which was not successful. It was it bombed very badly at the box office, with productions over 200 million loss for Warner Brothers Studios. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the film. Whatever the film fate was written by the audience, because audience is the king. Audience, if the film clicks the audience, is good. If not, then the film fails. But I like the film, to be honest. It clicked on me because it's good to see the Michael Keaton Batman, Ben Affleck as well. We had cameos like at the end of the credit. We saw Aquaman make an appearance at the end. He was drunk, then he fall down on the ground in the water. He was drunk, and Barry tried to carry him at the end of the scene. And we had George Clooney making an appearance. We had the legend Superman, Christopher Reeve, and Supergirl. One scene, and I enjoyed the film. But sadly, the film bombed very badly at the box office. I enjoyed the film. Simply, I love the film, to be honest, because it was 200 million loss for the Warner Brothers, which is sad, but it is what it is. But I like the film, to be honest. And yeah, the running time for The Flash was 144 minutes. Budget was 200 to 220 million. Box office was only 270.6 million, which was a disaster. It didn't make huge profits at the box office in the United States. Like I said, I enjoyed the film. I give the film 3 out of 5. Michael Keaton performance, the Flash performance, 5 out of 5 because they worked hard. It's not easy to make the legend return as the Batman, because it's my childhood favorite actor from the 1989 Batman and the Batman Returns, which I loved watching him as the Cape Crusader. And it's good to see the legend returning in this 2023's The Flash. Yeah, plus we saw Sasha as uh, the Supergirl. She was decent as well. Good to see Michael Shannon as well. He's another legend. I remember him in the Man of Steel film in 2013. He was in that as well. Zod. You see him in this film as well. General Zod with his troops. Yeah, it was decent film. And the start we saw Ben Affleck's character as well as the Batman in the film. It was a decent film, but sadly it didn't do well at the box office. Got criticized and all that, mixed reviews, but I enjoyed the film. So The Flash gets 3 out of 5. Michael Keaton, Ezre Miller's performance as two bodies, and The Flash 5 out of 5 because I liked it. I liked the film, to be honest. It was a decent, brilliant watch. It was good to see the Batman, Michael Keaton. I was happy to see him back on the big screen. Not on the big screen, like on the screen. Because I watched this film, which I purchased yesterday in CNX. Yeah, I didn't see the film in the theaters, but good to see Michael Keaton on the screen as the Cape Crusader, Bruce Wayne as the Batman. Where he was retired, then he came back as Bruce Wayne. It was fantastic to see the legend back in this movie. Brilliant. I like the film, to be honest. Yeah, I like the film. So it's my opinion. Some people like it, some people will criticize it, but I like the film because I like the Marvel universe and the MCU universe and the DC universe as well. I love it. So The Flash gets honest views, honest reaction for me. I give it 3 out of 5. All the cast gets 5 out of 5 because they worked hard on the project on this film, and it's not easy to perform this kind of film, especially Michael Keaton. And we are good to see Aquaman as well at the end of the end scene, end credits. Yeah, we had appearance by Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Diana. So yeah, she came at the start. Yeah, it's good to see George Clooney make an appearance as well at the end. Yeah, it was a brilliant film, and Christopher Reeve and the original Supergirl as well in one scene. It was brilliant. So 3 out of 5 for me for The Flash. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked it because Michael Keaton came back. My favorite Batman film of the 1989. Grown up watching that film, and the Batman Returns as well. And good to see him back in the year 2023, which was a good surprise that he was coming back in this film. Very happy to see the legend, the guy. He performed as well as the Batman. Good to see him wearing the old original suit, the Batman logo on the chest in yellow and bat symbol. Good to see him back. It was a legend. Good to see him back. Yeah, it was fantastic. So The Flash, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It gets 3 out of 5 stars. I loved it. So this is my honest reaction for the DC's The Flash, which came out June 16, 2023 in the theater. I finally watched it today, and I enjoyed the film. It was a brilliant film. It was a decent film. Because I liked it, like I said. Plus Jeremy Irons as well was in this film as Alfred as well in the film. He made an appearance as well in the film. So there's some good characters in this film. Yeah, it was brilliant. So 3 out of 5 for The Flash 2023. So this was my honest movie review for The Flash. So yeah, hope you like, subscribe and share, and I will see you in the next video. Whenever, stay safe, play safe. Bye.